Got the club going up on the Tuesday. Got your girl in the cut and she Tuesday. Club going up on the Tuesday. Got your girl in the cut and she Tuesday. Club going up.
Here
Yo, welcome back to WLVS Radio. You're tuned into the open bar.
Take two.
Salute.
Take
Salute, salute, salute. Hey, yo,
God.
do y'all know this?
You're so embarrassing.
That's embarrassing.
That is very embarrassing.
Anyway, I am Hot Ron, your neighborhood bartender, bartender to the stars, people. Self-proclaimed. So, yo, I just went out with like a friend that I haven't seen in like years, and I got drunk. I ain't gonna lie.
Okay.
She took me to this restaurant called Mr. Henry's on Pennsylvania Avenue.
I know
if y'all
Mr.
heard of it.
Henry.
We know Mr. Henry's.
Yeah.
Then
That's a
What's
almost
going on with
a legendary DC spot now.
Facebook Live is messing up.
No, keep
Oh
going.
no. Anyway,
Let's not talk production.
So anyway, I went to Mr. Henry. So if I'm a little tipsy, I apologize. I had like 3 Long Islands.
Oh, you went today?
I just came right before I came here.
Oh, okay.
So
I had
you
like
are-
3 Long Islands. We caught up. We cried. Like she told me
cried?
about. Yeah, I mean, because like when friends tell you something that like really happened emotional in their life and you didn't know, you thought they had it all together, and like
Sure.
she just broke down and like we had
Poured
a
it
good
all out
cry.
to you.
How
right?
long did she break down or did you? Because you said we cried. Ain't no worse than a grown man sitting up at the bar.
Cry. Y'all know that.
Yeah,
song?
he cried along with her.
I did. I ain't gonna lie.
God
Like,
But
damn.
I'm not against that though. I think a good cry is good, man. It's a good
A
cleansing.
good
man.
cry is good in the privacy of your own confinement. Not
Was it
sitting
an
there.
ugly cry?
Yeah,
it wasn't
not,
an ugly cry, but
yeah, not at the
but
bar.
it just got kind of emotional.
Well, I mean, if he was by himself, drinking and crying,
yeah,
maybe,
that's a little bad. No, it was,
Hold on. I've
How
seen
do
a
we
few
know he
women.
wasn't by himself
I've seen a
drinking
few
and crying?
women
How do we
do
know
that. I've seen a few women do that. What does it matter when a dude is at the bar by himself
I'm
crying?
losing my Facebook.
man,
feed.
it's
It's
tough.
obvious.
That means your life really punched him in the face.
It is. Oh, it's not
So,
showing.
but I mean, it's just not a good look. The optics are not good. You know, you got to always have to think about the optics of a thing. You know what I'm saying? It's not that a man can't cry, but just the optics of when you see it, it leads you to draw a conclusion that's not really based off of facts.
So, but
man.
why do you think it's so bad for men to cry though? I mean, like,
Well, not bad for men to cry, but we saying in public.
There's a time and a place, is what you saying.
Well, the perception is men don't cry.
Well, that's the cultural bend, right? That you're not supposed to, basically.
Correct.
For men to cry, or to say men should. Oh, you're
To
right.
teach men not to cry.
Well, exactly. That's what I'm saying. We pervade that because we teach little boys, stop all that crying. You ain't no girl. So that automatically makes you think that crying is for girls.
Yeah.
And if you do it, you're just being weak. No, it's not weak though. We're admitting it's not weak. It's not actually a bad thing for men to cry. Like I said, I think it's a very cleansing thing for the soul. You need to have a good one.
Yes. So I would say the implication of a man crying at the bar. I wouldn't necessarily say that he's a punk.
well, we wasn't at the bar. I wouldn't
he's
cry
got
at
some
the
problems.
bar.
He's got some problems.
No, we were at a table. It was just us two.
Exactly.
And she.
And they were sharing some deep emotional things, right?
Some deep stuff that really, and they wish they could have told me, and like they needed somebody. It's going on with Facebook Live. It's just,
Hey.
and they needed somebody to talk to, and I was just there, and like I just wasn't expecting it. Like you ever got like information, you just was like, oh no.
Well, listen, I sat with a friend the other day. We sat down at we were down on U Street right here.
Right.
What's the little bar right there? The new and they got right there across the street from
Nelly's. Sorry.
no, it's like the steakhouse.
Man, they got a different bar on U Street
Why can't
every
I
week.
pull it up
man.
right now?
They got a different bar. Just bar on U
Yeah,
Street.
it's a very nice joint.
Yeah.
It's with the big red letters.
Okay.
The Smith. Smith.
Smith.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we were sitting there. We hadn't talked to each other in some years. We went to sit down and ate, and she ended up telling me that she ended up with breast cancer,
Oh, well, that's what I got
and
today.
that her
my
breasts were
gosh.
cut off.
Oh, she had
So
a
she had a whole different. It was like something made up, or whatever.
mastectomy. Or
Yeah, she had a
something.
mastectomy. Yeah, full one, right? So she's telling me this, and we've been friends for over 25 years, and it was just like I didn't feel like crying, but I felt like I needed to just be really supportive. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I always kind of go in that mode, but I mean, I could see how that moment was really like, and it depends on where she's at too, right? Because she was more like she had accepted it. She's a tough girl. The girl I was sitting next to was a really tough
of
girl.
course.
Well, the person I was with, she accepted it too, but I was just like, why would you tell me that after 2 drinks at Long Island? I'm like,
Oh,
because like when I
It's not
drank,
about you, Ron. It's not
oh,
about
you knew? Oh, you knew?
Well, she might have needed the liquid boldness. You know what I'm saying? That liquid boldness to tell you.
It just was not. It was a lot.
It's hard for a girl to say that. You know what I'm saying? Because it changes like your womanhood. Like you know what I'm saying?
So
when you don't have.
some people to get their, they may not feel as sexy because they have the breast.
You know,
Absolutely.
So have
it-
you guys ever been experienced with somebody who told you they were HIV positive? And
Yes.
No.
How did you accept it when they told you?
I'm pretty cool with it because I've already been like an advocate for HIV and
Right.
AIDS, right?
Right.
And someone who I didn't expect to tell me, like, sat down and they just start talking to me, but I think they felt like they could trust me.
Right,
And they just
right.
laid it on me, right? And I was like, wow, okay. Because you would never believe it or never think it. You know what I'm saying? You had
Right.
no idea. And she told me everything. And I was like, hey, well, listen, it's been like a year and a half, 2 years, or something like that. I was like, you're doing good. You stay with it. I started encouraging her. And, it's hard to find the exact words to say, but I got a little experience in having words in those hard times. You know what I'm saying? But
Right,
if I hadn't been doing it all my life, that would have been kind of tough probably,
Well, the crazy thing is like it's like for some reason, like I had a male friend who told me he was HIV positive, and I was able to be like, oh, okay, cool, but when for some reason when women tell me, it breaks my heart. I don't know why.
Interesting.
I don't understand. Is it just something in my head? Like because
It's a lot of estrogen in your blood.
no, I think what hurts me about when I think, and I could be wrong, because when I think of women, when I think of HIV, I'm like women were like deceived or something like. I don't know. In my head, I'm thinking
deceived?
a woman was deceived. That's how she caught it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it kind of like
Well, not
So
always.
man deserves it.
no, men definitely don't
So then what's
deserve
the
it.
point? So how does a
I'm just saying how my head thinks to hear from a
she
like,
was
and I
innocent.
think men are. To me, I think men
Right,
are.
where you're being honest about your
I'm being honest about
internal
my feelings,
biases, your
my
internal
preference.
biases.
I'm
yeah.
just saying in my head, like if I hear
Your
that,
biases.
like I know several men who have HIV and they're living great, they're healthier than anybody I know,
Right.
and they like doing their life, they're doing their thing. You wouldn't know. I have
Sure.
one friend that's married and he's doing great. You know what
Okay.
I'm saying, and you wouldn't know.
How did that
And-
work out? Is he married to somebody that is also HIV
No,
positive?
she's not HIV positive,
Okay.
but she do know about him. She's on PrEP, and they just living a great life. They
PrEP is like a preventative medicine, right?
Right.
Okay, that prevents you from catching HIV.
You know, it's funny. I read into
Just
that.
interesting.
I read. Here's the thing. I read years and years ago, and doctor and I got into a conversation with a biologist who kind of a viralist who confirmed it. He said the thing about HIV, it's when you have sex with somebody who has HIV, it's such a low chance that you'll get it.
Nowadays?
No.
Well, if they're unprotectable. If they're
it's
unprotectable.
not. What he was saying.
Undetectable.
Not even.
Undetectable,
It's
yeah,
not even
undetectable.
not detectable. It's like it's such a low chance
From
in
a
getting
woman.
it.
No, a woman.
Just in general.
No, it's probably
Okay,
from
so
a
hold on,
woman.
Country, what you saying? You said it's a low chance that you will contract it. It's a small chance. You're saying even if you're
In our society, in the westernized culture, because of the stigma, HIV and AIDS. If we,
It seems like the flu, right?
We think if we sit next to somebody, most
can
people
pass
think
it,
this
right.
way.
Oh, I see where
it'll
you're
be
going.
that contagious. You'll catch
Right.
that moment.
Right.
And essentially, from all the documentation, a lot of stuff I read, and even people I've talked to and stuff,
You're saying it's not as easily communicable.
it's
people
not
think it
as
is.
easily transferable as people think it is.
Tito, you got toilet paper
It's
on your
one.
forehead.
It's actually it's actually a 35% chance. Doesn't mean that I'm gonna go out there and have sex with somebody willingly,
Sure.
and unprotected.
Sure.
For instance, I'm gonna use this gentleman as an example. A few years ago, I want to say about 10 years ago, to a president of South Africa, who is a former president of South Africa, who's a known AIDS denialist. He raped a girl that was within his employment.
country, yeah, right.
And she was HIV positive. He did not catch HIV. He didn't use protection or anything. He didn't catch it.
Right.
But,
Yeah.
well, I hate to tell you this, but like a woman passing HIV to a man is it's kind of like a woman can sleep with 8 guys, and maybe out of 8 guys, maybe 2 of them would catch HIV.
Really?
Because it's kind of hard for a woman to transmit it versus a guy.
to a woman.
Because AIDS is transferred through HIV is transferred through semen, blood, and
Saliva.
pretty much semen and no, you can't catch it through saliva either. but semen and blood. So which means it's a sexually transmitted disease. So it's very hard for a woman unless she have like some sort of bleeding going and she get inside. But she can pass. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying
Of course she can.
Very seldom. It's very hard.
Fluids.
Like I said, a woman can sleep with like maybe 8 guys. And out of them 8 guys, 2 of them probably become HIV
Well, you know
positive.
what? I haven't really looked at the latest statistics. You know what I'm saying? I have been doing some advocating for it, you know, because I wanted to basically make people a lot more comfortable having the conversation, because when you don't have the conversation, when people are scared because of the stigma to have the conversation, that's why people do secret stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Where if it's more common and we can talk about it without it being a stigma to it, I felt like that's a better way to prevent it, right?
Right.
But I haven't looked at the latest statistics because I know medicine has moved so bad that I know a lot of people who say they can't detect it in their body anymore. Like they had it.
Like right now,
but then
like if you're undetectable, it's pretty hard for you to pass it as well.
In Europe right now, it's experimental, but in Europe there's a procedure in certain, not just Europe but certain parts of the world. There's a procedure where it actually, I won't say procedure. It's been theorized that bone marrow transplants will simply eradicate HIV from the body, because remember, HIV attacks the white blood cells, comes from the white blood cells essentially. So where do most white blood cells in your body come from? Comes from the bone marrow.
Sure.
But the thing is, bone marrow transplant is such a dangerous tedious procedure.
People are dying.
A lot of
from
people
that.
don't survive it. That's why a lot of people who catch leukemia or some type of bone cancer,
They don't do that.
it's hard for them to go for it, because there's no way to come back from that if chemo isn't working,
Because it's not as
tough
simple as
coming back.
transplanting an organ, right? It's not that
Exactly.
simple, right?
But I know I'm gonna get some bad emails for saying that. But I just, for some reason, when I hear, like I say, if I hear a man who caught it, I'm like, okay, brother, you can get through
You're
this.
less empathetic, huh?
Not, I ain't gonna say empathetic. I still feel like I still help. But when a woman tell me that she got it,
Yeah.
and I'm like,
She can't. A woman
it breaks
can't.
my heart. It
A
really
woman
does
can't
break
be
my heart.
promiscuous.
Was HIV?
I mean, I'm just saying.
But see, that's another bad thing. 'Cause you can't say people catch HIV are promiscuous. Some people catch it from one time doing something stupid, or
Sure.
blood transfusion.
I
needles,
totally
blood
and
transfusion.
I totally
so you
agree.
Can't really say that.
I totally agree. But to say that that's how I feel.
It's irrational.
Yeah, it's
Well, it's the same thing anybody say. Like it's
how I
straight,
feel.
like
That's how I
straight men
feel,
say
right.
when they watch lesbians make out, they cool with that, but you can't watch 2 men. So it's the same thing. You know what I'm saying? If
no,
you look
it's
at
not
it
the
in
same
that
thing.
situation.
It is. It's not the same thing.
Hey, no. That means that you think women need to be protected more than men.
Well, women do need to be protected. Like we should
that's
protect
what
our
I
women.
you need to be. But I agree with you on one thing. It has nothing to do with promiscuity. It has nothing to do with that. And the thing, shut up. And the thing with blood transfusions, that hasn't happened since what, the 80s?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, now, but I'm just telling you that.
Yeah.
that
Well, no,
it's
no,
happening.
it still happens. It still happens every now and then.
Yeah.
A lot of people every now and then do get it through the a miss. You know,
It's sad to
they
see-
miss some blood and they use it for transfusion. Back to the 2 women though. Back to the 2 women making out.
This dude,
I just
right?
wanted to note that.
Pastor.
I just wanted to note that even women find that attractive.
Women find women making out.
Yeah,
attractive.
exactly. So it's like I don't think it's just a guy
Well,
thing.
and you know what? And that's one thing I really appreciate about women. Like they can sit here and be like, and we men, we wrong. We see let's say we see a good looking man walking here. We know we'd be like, okay, you know,
Nah.
but we won't say it. But I
Well,
won't be like,
nah.
she is gorgeous.
Tito,
Honey,
are you saying
been
that?
Working on your ass.
Are you saying that?
I'm not saying, but I'm like, where's he going? Where's he going?
No, I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying that we cannot, because like me as a good looking man, I know when I walk in a room. I know when I walk in a room, dudes be like,
are we
who the fuck
good?
he think he
We're
is? You know what I'm
good.
saying?
All right, first of all,
his girlfriend just came in the room.
look, man, look, I ain't checking for nobody. First of all,
Nobody
I
said
ain't
you
gonna-
checking.
I'll
What I'm
just
saying
be-
is, men, we don't acknowledge a good looking man,
No.
but
that
women
ain't the
acknowledge
option,
a good looking
bro.
woman.
That ain't an
Hey,
option, bro.
man, my sons, they are so terrible, man. Right now, Joe, you can't say anything around them without saying no homo and pause. Like
my coworkers that way,
everything
too.
is. I'm like, man, how can y'all even talk?
Right.
Like that's part of their regular conversation now. Like it's just automatically. They
I mean,
like-
pause. I mean, first of all, pause.
exactly because anything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like
So since we talk about let's kind of get you guys out of your safe zone. So let's say somebody who women think is good looking, LL Cool J. When y'all see him, y'all don't think he's good looking?
I don't think L's good looking.
You don't think you don't see
I
him as
don't
good
think
looking?
he's good looking. No.
I think I'm good looking. That's about as far as I'm ready to go right there.
Okay, no, I'm saying I can say a guy who's good looking, who I think is good looking.
Like
but
you
I mean,
know he's good looking. You can't
but
have him.
pause though with it. Right?
But pause.
I'm
Pause.
I'm not really trying to like I'm not adoring him or anything.
You can't do it. Is it that hard?
Was that a silent chuckle in the back?
the dude that plays Ghost, Amari Harwick.
Amari Howard. Okay. Oh, hold on. You got a little hot.
I thought you meant no. I thought you meant no. I thought you meant
Look at his wife. She mad. She like, hold
I
up.
thought he meant Ghost Dog.
Okay, I was worried. Because he was like, oh, okay.
Yes, I agree.
That was
like,
what was his name? Forrest Whitaker.
I thought he meant Forrest Whitaker. I thought he meant
Ghost Dog.
Forrest Whitaker. That's
Oh,
why I laughed.
yeah, no, Ghost.
You
Amari Harwick. I think he's a good looking dude. I mean, listen, I'm not mad. When I see women falling over him, I'm not mad. I'd be like, I understand.
You understand?
The nigga looks
See, that's what brothers say. I understand why you think he's good looking. I understand.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I'm not gonna be like he's gorgeous. I mean, he's not gorgeous to me.
What man is gorgeous to you?
Right. No man.
You open yourself up to that one, bro.
Yeah, what man is gorgeous?
Well,
to
that's
you?
what I
You
meant.
said that.
I mean, he's not. No man's really gorgeous to me. That's what I'm
Gorgeous.
saying.
Hey,
But you can identify that he's a handsome man.
He's a
He
good
dressed.
looking dude. Absolutely.
gorgeous
That's
Joe.
I'm on
I'll do
chocolate
this.
dark skinned women.
I'll do this.
Nope.
I'll do this.
This make good radio, so don't
I'll
be
say this.
scared.
My male meter of attractiveness is the angrier I'll get if I see him stand next to my wife.
Oh, I got you.
Oh, that's how. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
so if the better looking he is, and he closer to your
The
wife.
angrier I get.
Exactly.
So that
like,
explains. I was
Yeah.
like, "Can I hug your wife?" You was like, "Arr."
Oh yeah, I
Like,
didn't care
no.
about that. I didn't care about that. I'm good. I'm good.
No,
I care about that.
That's mean.
but anyway, that I think it just shows that women are a little more. That's why I like to protect women.
It's more.
Like a woman, like
I don't know.
our
Why is
neighborhood
that
queen, our neighborhood queen. What that women you find women not attractive, but you think you could say
Salutations to all.
She
To
finds
everybody
women
else.
attractive.
you could say a woman is gorgeous.
I think women are
Yeah,
beautiful.
but why is that a reason to feel more sympathy for women who have AIDS?
I didn't say.
But
No,
he's,
no, he's on
comparing,
something
he's
else
comparing
now.
it to.
He's on something
No,
else.
no, he just said that's why I
Well,
feel
I
more
was
for
trying
women
to-
with AIDS.
I was trying to
bring
go
that.
along with
I
his-
I just fit out to
That's
protect
exactly what
women.
you just said.
He
I
has
just
more
said women
empathy
for
towards
women.
Right or wrong?
women.
Every said, Judy?
I'm sorry if I came out that way.
He
I-
protects
I-
women with
He
AIDS
has more
because-
empathy. He has more empathy for women. I
Sure.
get, and I
Okay.
give him that. I give him that.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
okay. When it comes to HIV and AIDS, I do have more empathy for women because, and I might get a lot of emails and bad emails because I think that a
You're
lot of
prejudging the men. You're prejudging
I'm
the
not
men.
prejudging men at all.
You are.
Yes, you do.
Okay,
You
let
are-
me say
you
that.
are.
With your biases, you are.
I feel
You're
sorry
saying
for men
that
that
men-
catch it as well.
But
You don't
think
feel the
men,
same.
But men
No,
can handle it.
I'm just saying I'm
but
able
men can
to-
handle it, but women.
No,
you
when
feel bad
brothers
that they
tell
may not be
me
able to.
about it,
You
I'm
feel like
able.
it's their fault more than it is the women. I'm
not gonna-
asking.
Oh,
I'm asking.
I'm not going to say that. I'm
He's
not going to
saying-
say
he's
that.
saying men can handle it and women maybe not.
Oh no. He said no. He's talking about himself. He actually all Ron is saying.
only
is
talking
that
about myself.
He said it goes over easier with me when men have. He doesn't feel as though
Why?
because he doesn't feel as though they are as vulnerable.
Yeah.
So
That's a good one. I want to say that.
That's
one-
because he feels like men are the cause of giving the women HIV.
no.
That's your opinion. I'm not going to say that.
That-
I just think that a lot of times, because women, like anybody who, when it comes to having to HIV, if you use unprotected sex, if you have unprotected sex, if you use intravenous needles, you made that decision to have what you want.
There's an R in that word too, but I'm sorry. Intravenous.
I thought I said that. I apologize.
Intravenous. He was close though. I love you for that.
I apologize.
No, I love you for that. He was close though.
But
Yeah.
what I'm saying, you make that decision. Like if I chose to have unprotected sex and I become HIV positive,
But
it's
you would
on
feel.
me.
But you would feel more for a woman who got AIDS through a needle than a man who got AIDS through a needle.
No,
I
I
didn't
think
say
it
that.
may be the fact that when women get HIV and AIDS is because they've had sex with a man who's had sex with another man and they didn't know that.
That's still
How'd
your
you
opinion.
throw
I'm not
that together?
agreeing to that,
How you all
but
that together?
Because he
It don't
went
matter.
I'm
earlier
just
he
saying
was
for
talking about
me-
how women can have sex with A guys and you were given that stat.
No, he just thinks women are weaker and can't handle it.
I didn't say women are weaker.
That's
even.
what you
That's
mean.
you guys' opinion. I'm just saying.
The thing
for me-
is,
support
the thing
than
for
is,
me, I've been in a situation where men have told me that they're HIV positive,
You're like,
and
cool.
we hug. No, we wasn't cool, but we hug and we say, I'll support you, whatever you need. Let me know.
But it breaks
And
your
then
heart more when women.
I've been in a situation when a woman have told me, a woman, one of my neighbors had told me, she said that she was HIV positive. We would just we carpooled together to work,
Right.
and we were in the car and we were talking about her ex-boyfriend, and
Don't tell too much.
Well, I haven't lived there. This was like 8 years
okay,
ago.
good.
Not now.
But you
Sad
felt
when
more
women
sympathy for her.
When she told me that broke my heart.
Why? Why
I don't
more
know.
than the guy?
I'm just saying it's me.
We need
No,
to
when
explore
guys
that.
tell me it break my
let's let
heart.
Ron on
too.
the couch. We're gonna let Ron on the
Yeah.
couch. I don't want to go any
No,
further.
when guys tell me, let me say this:
investigation.
when men have expressed it to me, it hurts me too.
'Cause we don't know why you think that.
I'm broken, but I'm just saying it's just that for
More
some
with
reason
women.
when women tell me, it just hurts me.
More.
You set yourself up for this one, man.
Okay.
I apologize if I offended anybody.
No,
on
no,
that.
it's not offending.
all have
It's- it's-
opinions
it
that
just
are
means that you
unpopular.
think women need more help.
Can we just to let you off the hot seat, Ron? You said that word intravenous is intravenous, right?
Right.
Venus.
Intravenous. Okay.
You get the word better.
Yeah,
Intravenous.
you're right. Listen,
Get 'em.
intravenous.
Get him.
Well, I put a little extra on it. Okay. But I heard a girl on TV, like a news anchor, say "irregardless," right? But that's not really a word, though.
No, it's not.
How do people start saying "irregardless"?
Because it sounds like a word.
It sounds like a word.
It sounds like it would be.
It sounds like you're saying the opposite. Like you're saying,
Look, conversate is in the dictionary now. So
Huh?
conversate is in the dictionary.
Conversate.
Is
Language
in the
can change.
dictionary
Conversate
now.
is not a word.
the
It's
English
in the
language-
dictionary
the
now.
English language is constantly growing,
It's
but
constantly growing.
but irregardless, it feels right though. But a teacher told me she's like, "There's no such thing."
No, it's
She
regardless.
says no such thing. She says just regardless.
Disregard.
Regardless.
But I heard like a news
I
anchor
just
say
say
that. I was like,
regardless.
"Oh wow, she didn't
No,
know
yeah,
that."
it's a common misconception. It's
Well, I mean,
common-
sometimes it just comes out. Though.
I heard a news lady say she tried to say truck, but she said fuck truck, and she started dump truck. Anyway, oh god, y'all, it's 10:39. We ain't do our drink yet.
do our
Yo.
drink. Get to it
we
now.
got mixed up with the women with intravenous drug.
Intravenous, yeah. There you go.
Anyway, we'll take a quick break. We'll come right back with our drink of the day and some hot topics.
All right.
So give us a call, 202-656-1 bar.
bar.
Salud.
I'm not done yet. No, I got the flow that'll never play out. No, I got the flow that'll never play out.
If you lack the will to step up, then please chill, please chill, please chill, please chill, please chill, please chill.
You really do believe in all this, don't you, Commander?
Well, someday men are going to explore the universe.
What are you going to find up there that's worth so much?
Perhaps a new world. The better world they're all talking about. Oh, I know that some people can't understand. You don't see it either, do you?
Well, I can't say I agree with you, if that's what you mean.
I'm longing to see. I hope that she turns out to be someone who'd walk over me. Confusion, I'm confused in my own thoughts and aggression. I ain't never been the type to try to impress them. I'm the type to chunk deuces if I don't see a progression. They use sex as a weapon, I see my sex as a blessing. And I'm 100 on the Richter in case you asking a question. He either love me or he don't, shit, I ain't doing no guessing. He asks me where my emotions, I tell him sunken in ocean. I hear the dumbest approaches when the truth is satisfactory. And actually, I'd rather we do this and kinda casually, it'd have to be. I wanna know exactly what you asking me. I was schooled by the G's, the staff and the faculty. So you playing me, it won't happen, it's not happening. You searching for the best, but they won't come after me. And live ever after, but you won't live happily. Your files ain't safe cause you quick scan McAfee. Like giving us a chance won't disguise my apathy.
If you got somebody, say you got somebody. Lonely but tonight, say you got some probably. And I got some probably, and you got somebody. Lonely but tonight, you done got some probably. If you got somebody, say you got somebody. Lonely but tonight, say you got some probably. And I got some probably, and you got somebody. Lonely but tonight, you done got some probably.
I'm kinda looking for a lover who can finish my sentence. Contentious arguments will spread a field of resentment. And expect that I'll be home because it's dark in the winters. And feel emasculated cause I rock with his gender. And he knows I keep it close because it showed when I picked him. And he listens when we kick it cause he knows that it's wisdom. And it's not that I don't care, I just can't play a priority. And the ones I don't believe, they be a major majority. I wasn't always the stoic, guess it came with maturity. And I show you how I feel and you can show me it orally. Take it how you wanna take it, you can look at me horribly. They gon' make a story so and say I'm acting immorally. And my purpose on this earth won't let me follow authority. And some men in their attempts and their intentions be boring me. Pretentious in a sense and even more and importantly, your opinion ain't offensive, I've been mentioned historically.
If you got somebody, say you got somebody. Lonely but tonight, say you got some probably. And I got some probably, and you got somebody. Lonely but tonight, you done got some probably. If you got somebody, say you got somebody. Lonely but tonight, say you got some probably. And I got some probably, and you got somebody. Lonely but tonight, you done got some probably. If you got somebody, say you got somebody. Lonely but tonight, say you got some probably. And I got some probably, and you got somebody. Lonely but tonight, you done got some probably. If you got somebody, say you got somebody. Lonely but tonight, say you got some probably. And I got some probably, and you got somebody. Lonely but tonight, you done got some probably.
Yo, welcome back to WLVS Radio. You're tuned into the open bar.
Salute.
Salute. All serenity and feeling good. No, I'm just joking. Why am I in joke mode today? It's because I'm drunk.
Yeah.
I'm a little drunk. We didn't have a weed show today. Did that feel kind of weird to come in and not smell weed?
I love them brothers, man, but
love
sometimes, yeah, that's why
they're all gone. There's nobody outside.
Actually,
they have a good show. They have a very good following.
Yeah,
they have a huge following.
Need to get my.
We need to go on their show.
We need to go on their show.
But shout out.
But you know what we used to do, and I tell him he need to say, "Hey, stay tuned to the other show afterwards." That's what we used to do. But anyway, everybody don't know radio. Everybody don't know radio etiquette.
Let's wish him that he gets well, though. Let's wish him that he gets well.
What happened?
He's a little under the weather. So
I hope you get well, man.
District Dabbers, though. Tune
Dabbers.
in every Tuesday. District Dabbers.
There you go.
What did he always say? Something about a koala bear or something like that. Anyway,
holla at your koala. Yeah.
Holla at your koala, yo. He does a great
drink of the
show.
day.
Yo, our drink of the day. You're the worst. Hey.
No,
that's all good.
Keeping it real classy.
Drink of the day. Never mind. Drink of the day. Hey.
There we go.
Gonna keep it real classic.
Anyway, yeah, just simple classic. Just the vodka cranberry. The vodka cranberry. We haven't had that in a while. It's something just simple, sweet.
Very nice. Neat.
I'm only thinking cranberry because I got to clean my liver out. I'm just joking. I'm joking. Anyway, salute.
Salute.
You know, somebody gave me a recipe one time.
Oh,
They said
Lord.
if I get garlic, cranberry, like real cranberry, and some other shit, alkaline water and some other shit. I get y'all the recipe soon, but like put it in the blender, grind it up, and then drink it raw. Some other stuff that'll cleanse your liver out.
Yeah, that's so specific.
wow.
Thanks for telling us.
Yeah, no, I mean,
Yeah, I know exactly what to do.
Nah,
now.
Absolutely not.
That's not how it goes. It takes your liver up to 2 years to actually get really cleaned out. So that's according to doctors and all.
Well, why would you need to clean your liver out? I'm just joking.
well, it's because your liver does
I
all the
did-
cleaning.
It's worth 85% of the functions of your body are filtrated and happen through your liver.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
your
so
liver is next to your heart. So if your liver gets fatty tissue and fat around it, compresses your heart, making it hard to sleep, developing diabetes, raises your insulin level, and you die faster. So
Oh my.
Alcohol.
Yeah, the liver is like the filter of the body, so it's cleaning your blood.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken.
Your liver and kidney.
it is.
Wow.
It filters a lot of stuff.
It's
all
hard,
of the
though.
all the impurities and stuff in your blood and in your body that come in in different ways, various ways, it gets filtered through that.
Well, I'm currently taking a cleanse, and it's supposed to clean out my liver and all these other
That's
things.
good.
Hopefully beets
So
are
hopefully it's
involved.
working,
Beets
yeah.
are a good cleaner.
Beets?
Sauerkraut.
I hate beets.
I
Oh my
love
God.
beets.
I love sauerkraut.
Fermented
I love
foods
sauerkraut.
will help to get that liver cleansed
Yeah.
faster.
Wow.
Only because I just got a client and she just had a bad scare with her liver and her blood poisoning her body.
Oh, Jesus.
So I put her on a strict 30-day of raw vegetables, steamed vegetables, fermented, and smoothies that involve
You know what?
beets
I
help.
think I'm
What
gonna move to
happened-
raw vegetables.
What
I'm gonna
happens?
move to
What
that.
happens if when your liver goes bad? What happens?
Oh,
You
you get blood
I
poisoning.
mean,
you
like
die.
what are
Yep.
some of the
It starts to
symptoms
shut.
along the way?
It starts to poison your blood
Right.
because it filters the blood and cleans it. So
then it damages
Blood's
the other
getting
organ.
dirty.
and that blood
Damages the other
Damages
organ.
People on
the other
Facebook Live
organs.
want to see you. You like back there.
And you know once your kidneys and stuff starts shutting down and stuff like that, then
Right.
your body is just poison.
because you can live without certain body parts. You can live
Right.
without your pancreas. You can live without one of your kidneys, but you cannot live without your liver.
How many livers do you got? I'm
You have
honest.
one. Good God.
One.
You got one liver.
Livers with an
You only
S.
got one liver?
We never heard of
Yeah,
that
one
before.
liver.
You only
with an
have
S.
one liver.
It's only one.
No, yeah, which is why it's important. Like most of the body, most of the human body has two of everything. Like,
You only
except
have one liver.
Except your liver, your heart, and your digestive system. It's only one thing you have one of. Everything else
So
you have two of.
do people get liver transplants?
Yes.
Yeah, they actually can.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So that's another thing. Like I'm kind of worried about like on my license I put to donate my things, but then I had this horror story of people like they literally don't try to save you because they were
No,
like, oh,
they'll
we can
save you
get.
first. They'll save you
So
first.
I changed mine.
They'll save you
So
first.
now you don't want to give anyone your organs if something happens to you.
he should. He probably
I just don't
shouldn't.
want. I want them to save me.
They're
before
gonna
they take it.
try.
He probably shouldn't though.
He probably.
They don't want none of his
They don't want
organs.
him on his Jones.
They're gonna be returned to
My
sender.
shit is good.
Yeah.
My shit is good.
I'm a donor for real. I mean, my family felt the same way. They were like, no, they're not gonna try to save you. They'll
well,
just.
that's
Yeah,
the
yeah,
horror
yeah.
story I
First,
heard.
I'll say
I know. I mean, I don't get
The
into-
ambulance drivers are not invested in whether or not you live or die, or whether or not they can sell your liver or not.
That's what I'm saying. They're not gonna get paid from it. I mean,
No, they're not.
So right, exactly.
That is funny though. That is
A
funny.
liver is about $60,000.
Bitch, I'll kill you.
Bye.
It's tough. It's tough.
Yo, let you die in front of me. Yo, I want his liver. That shit is mine. I'm joking.
Hey, but I think it matters about the blood type and stuff like this. It's things that go on to make it compatible. I think So
Yeah.
So, kind of switching the subject before we go into hot topic.
Please
So,
do. Please
I'm
do.
changing like it's from like I was doing like oil for a minute. Now I'm into like cologne, and so
Okay.
like today I'm wearing the cologne Obsession, and for some reason,
And I have on oil today. I usually wear cologne, but
you usually wear cologne,
Yeah.
and I'm switching over. So I
Oils
tried
break me out.
cologne break you
Oils,
out?
oils
oil
do.
break out.
I have
all of them.
Some of them.
Oh, okay, right.
I have a new
The
cologne.
ones I buy from the guy that has a gun, the gun bullets of oil.
So is it
The ones I buy
wrong
from
for
him.
me?
No good.
Is it wrong for me? Because like I switched over to like now I've tried Obsession, and for some reason when I smell it, I'm like,
It's
damn.
not wrong for you to put on cologne.
Let me finish my statement first.
No, I want to make that clear. I want to make that clear first.
White people always try and be first. No, I'm just joking. Not white. He get offended with that. I didn't call you white.
Nah.
Do you have any cologne now? Do you have any cologne on you now? Because you might need a spritz or two. You need a spritz or two.
No,
He is
but
light-skinned.
I have on Obsession, and for some reason, it kind of been turning me on all day when I smell myself. Is that sick?
Damn,
Is that sick?
Well,
no.
self-love is the best
I was like,
love,
damn,
Ron.
What's the term for that when you're in love with yourself? It's a term for that.
Narcissism, man. Yeah. I mean, dude,
No, it's a real term.
Ron, if
So-
you could have one rib removed, would you do it?
So this cologne.
Yeah.
This
Hello,
cologne
Janet
made to
Jackson
make-
did it. She looked amazing.
Wait, so
Sorry, no,
this
joking.
cologne made to make men smell good for women turned you on?
Well, if you,
So you gotta like how you smell.
anyway, I'm moving on with that because you switched it up. What I'm saying is, I love the way I smell today. I'm like,
This
I keep
dude.
smelling
Yeah, no,
myself.
I mean,
It's
you should
kinda-
feel that way about your cologne. All that has to do with how you feel about yourself. So you should
If you
should
like
love
it,
it.
enjoy it.
So you
Yeah.
guys don't have a scent that you be
Absolutely.
like, damn, I smell good.
I have
Absolutely.
I have a few colognes. I actually experimented with a new one, Intense by Jimmy Choo, which is
Oh, I
pretty.
love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, so I copped it.
I
It
gotta check
wasn't
it.
bad. It's good. It's good, and it lasts.
But my cologne, yeah, I want them to always last, and I love the way my clothes smell. Like when I pick them up, take them to the cleaners or whatever. Like, yeah,
But you know, old cologne that really got me a lot of attention. I love the way it smelled on me, but they don't sell it anymore. Y'all remember gray flannel?
Nah.
yeah. My dad was.
Oh,
you used
my
to,
God.
You used to wear. I
That's
mean,
old,
you
that's
used,
old school.
But it used to smell really good. I guess it worked good with
Old
my
school.
Never remember that.
That's super
Now,
old
So
school.
what's your favorite? What's your favorite?
Who-
Down the line.
Down the line, what's your favorite cologne?
down the line. Brit. Burberry Brit.
Oh, okay. Okay. Obviously, mine is Obsession. I already said that.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Mine's a tie between Burberry Weekend and Jean Paul Gaultier.
Ooh,
Nice.
Facts.
bougie bitch. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, I guess my standard go to is Chanel Blue.
Chanel.
Blue. It's in a black bottle, very nice, but that's really just like that's become like an everyday thing. That's like every day because I got some fragrances now, man.
Yeah, well,
That-
I like
that
Irish
knock you out.
Spring. Irish Spring's a good one.
I got a
too.
quick
No.
question. I got a quick
Spring.
question.
No.
Old Spice. Old Spice is
No.
a good one.
Who used to rock that pure D alcohol? That goddamn old English.
Oh, Stanton. Oh, Stanton, like Stanton. Stanton was the same thing.
That was
No,
that-
old English.
Stanton was the same thing.
My man would say, man, you coming up in his
That's what-
motherfucker smelling like pure
that's what your dad had.
alcohol.
Anyway, salute to the good colognes that,
Pure
that make you feel good. My
alcohol.
salute.
And you know, is this bad? Because I actually have some colognes I want to tell y'all about, but I don't want to tell everybody about it.
Because you don't want nobody to know. I got you. Because, like, my oils, like, I get so many compliments on my oils sometimes.
Right.
And then people like, well, what is that? I be like, yeah, I forgot what I got. But I be knowing it. I don't want everybody smelling like me.
I don't want to tell my secret, man. It's like
I
yikes.
got you. I got
Yeah?
you. That's
Yeah, I feel that way.
I agree with that.
They've sold millions of bottles. Your secret is out.
Well, I know, but it's not around people. They get it from me.
They get it from you. I got you.
But
got
I mean, for me to wear cologne, I don't wear cologne every day. It's like a weekend thing with me. I mean, you got some people they put that shit on every time they go to work.
Yeah,
It's a
I wear
weekend
cologne.
thing
I
with
wear
me.
some sort of scent every day. I try
Well, in
to.
the summertime, I definitely gonna wear something every day in the summertime because it's just, man, you know, the outside.
Oh, but that's how the
smell like
mosquitoes
the
come
outdoors.
though.
No.
Oh
Well,
man! Every time I throw
I don't
cologne
work
on,
outside, so and
Every
I
time-
drive to work in a parking lot, so I'm good.
Every time I during the summer, every time I throw cologne on, and I know I'm gonna be outside, the mosquitoes just.
When when I put on the jeans and I'm just going to work, I don't put it on. You know what I'm saying?
You don't put it
work.
on?
Yeah, I'm just going to work. But if I'm going out and be talking to people,
Yeah.
especially in summertime, because like I said, the sun, you're sweating outdoor.
Yeah.
You wanna
I
have
think it makes it worse though. I think when we sweat a cologne out. it makes
Yeah,
it worse.
yeah.
No, actually, it helps you not smell like.
No,
outdoor.
only time it's bad is when you don't take a shower, when you try to put
Sometimes
cologne
you stand-
over like funk, and then
stand
that's
outside,
when it's
It's the
bad.
same thing.
Well, you stand outside a lot more talking
It's
to
the same
people,
thing.
right? And so you end up being outdoors more in the summertime. And so to keep yourself smelling something normal, you need to have something. Yeah.
Wow.
you need-
Febreze works
Wow.
probably
You
better.
are correct, Pastor.
Anyway,
Billy
you
Pastor.
guys, you see, I'm rocking the sweatshirt, the sweatshirt today.
Open bar.
He's open. He's rocking the t-shirt. Yo, these
Open
shirts
bar.
you can order. You rocking one too?
No,
Oh, you're not. You can order this. How you call it? Apparel online at openbartuesdays@gmail.com.
You were still learning that word.
He did good today.
No, but
Pod-
he still asks what it is every week.
He's
Because
checking.
I always want to call it paraphernalia. But anyway, because you know, I'm
There's
Greek.
no R in paraphernalia.
Anyway, you can order these shirts online at openbartuesdays@gmail.com. Part of the proceeds benefit local charities. Yo, Dave is not here. Red Beard is not here.
The beard
today.
is not here, but that's what
Yo,
we're having.
all
the
that
red
yelling
drink.
and all that stuff, it'll be great. Anyway, it's all that's not here.
I can do whatever. Hey,
when he gets drunk, he
wait. Before you go.
Right.
Stop.
Yo, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel at WLVS Radio. There you can see all the other great shows that WLVS has to offer.
Yes, sir.
Great studio here. We're doing big things up here at WLVS Radio. Yo, y'all ready for Hot Topics?
Yeah, let's do it.
Hot Topics. So, unfortunately, sad news. Your man John Singleton died.
Yes, fat brother.
He's a Kappa.
Rest in peace, John.
Only bad thing he ever made.
No, he was a good man. He made one of my favorite movies. Baby Boy.
Oh, Baby Boy?
Baby Boy is one of my. I've seen the movie maybe at least 15, 20 times.
I love Baby
He's done
Boy.
some classics, man.
Yeah.
Baby Boy,
some classics.
High Learning.
I did not know.
What is your favorite?
Too
when
Fast
they
and
put them all
Furious.
together, I was like, wow, man.
What is your favorite John Singleton movie?
I mean, my favorite has to be Boys in the Hood. I mean, he can't top that. Boys in the Hood is the
Baby
It's
Boy.
a classic. Needs
that's
to
the
be
top
played
of the
in
line
every,
of all the classics,
every
man.
college.
Even though Baby Boy is like right behind it.
Baby
or
Boy
right
was
with
awesome,
it,
yeah.
But
iconic. Boys in the Hood was
yeah.
iconic.
And
You know what I'm saying?
it's never. It wasn't. Baby Boy was kind of tongue in cheek, kind of.
Yeah.
Black on black
It's
culture.
comedy.
But Boys in the Hood gave you a raw and real
What's
insight
going on in
look
Compton,
into
yeah.
the life
It was
of
so
the hood, and I loved it.
Boys in the Hood really put Boys in the Hood put a lot of
don't
people
wanna care.
on
Put a
the
lot
map.
of stars on the
They
map.
put like Ice Cube was Ice
Taraji,
Cube, but it really blew him up. Not Baby Boy, I'm sorry.
Regina
Boys
King.
in the Hood.
All of them.
Boys in the Hood.
Neil
Virginia
Long.
King, Neil Long,
Morris
Lawrence
Chestnut.
Fishburne,
Lawrence Fishburne.
first
Yeah.
whatever.
Well, actually,
Bad skin
he was
guy.
out there a
They
little
either don't
bit
know,
beforehand.
Who played
don't
Neil
want
Long's
to
mother?
care, or don't care.
Oh, your girl was in that movie too, and Angela Bassett was in Boys in the Hood.
She was.
And the girlfriend of they got killed. Morris Chestnut when he got killed. Why isn't that his?
Oh, the sexy doc girl,
His
real
dark-skinned girl was his
chocolate
baby
girl.
mother, right?
Yeah,
Ricky, yeah, it's like Ricky's girlfriend, his
Morris.
baby mother. All them.
and the woman that
Went
played Ricky's mother, she was kind of big too. She played in Poetic
That's
Justice.
what I'm saying. They all
Did
went
he
on
do
to do
Poetic
stuff.
Justice?
He did.
too?
He did.
He did Poetic Justice.
Yeah, exactly. He did.
Oh, I
My-
did not know that. Wow.
Yes, with
My-
Janet Jackson. Yes,
I did not know
it's John
that.
Singleton.
My favorite John Singleton movie was Rosewood.
Oh
That
yeah,
was good.
that was amazing.
That
I
gave me
enjoyed
nightmares.
Roses.
I was mad at white people all week when I saw
That was the last movie that my Sora played in. Rest
Sorry.
and soul. What's her name? Rose. From Good Times. What's my
Esther
girl?
Rose.
Esther Rose.
Esther Rose.
She's a
Hey, Sora.
Zeta.
It's a role.
She
What about that movie with Jada Pinkett Smith? That wasn't John Singleton and that
Jason Lyric.
yeah.
His lyric.
Did he do that?
No,
I don't think
Was
he
that
did Jason
Spike?
Lyric.
Oh, okay.
I don't think he did that one.
That was
But
good.
actually, I can look it up.
No
but I
fact
hate
check.
to because this is the hot topic, so we still got to do a little gossipy about it.
Right.
But of course, there was a lot of controversy with him as far as his like kind of gay things he tried to push into a lot of this movie, like the whole he got from the Tupac movie because he tried to show that Tupac got raped in jail. He tried to put that scene inside the movie. Did y'all remember hearing that?
No, he got.
I
fired
did
from the
read
movie.
about
Fired from
that.
the movie.
Well, he got
was
fired.
He was going to direct it.
He was supposed to be the original director of the Tupac movie.
Okay. For that did BT do it? Who did that?
I'm not sure who did it,
Okay.
but
Like Russell Simmons and them, I think did that, right?
but he tried to. He wanted to enforce the scene where Tupac got married and got raped in jail, but nobody knew that to be true. I don't know if I heard that. Have you guys heard
I
that?
had never heard that.
never
So,
heard
but
I
he said
did-
he heard that.
I did hear that was one of the reasons why he was pulled off the project. He
No,
wanted
I'm
to
just saying I
push
never
that.
heard that to be true that Tupac got raped in jail though.
But I think that the storytelling of that experience that happens, that's real. And I think
is.
that.
But
a
why
lot
did he
of-
have to put it? Why he was so forceful to try to put it inside that movie? It was
Because
like,
it's something that is a
but it didn't happen to
It's a
Tupac.
fear.
We don't know for sure if it happened to
It's-
Tupac.
It's creative license. We ain't say it did.
Well, then also he
must have some base
got
for
some
it.
kind of controversy. If y'all watch this show called Snowfall, did y'all ever see that?
But I've heard about it.
Well, in that movie, it was another rape scene. A guy, a drug dealer, raped this young guy, and so
I saw
it's
that
just
in
been a
there.
lot of like
So
controversy.
he kept trying to place this
kind of
into
force this
films,
whole
right?
and so that
he
was
gay?
another-
No,
I
he had
don't
a
think he
baby
was.
and a wife. His baby is like 2 years old. Just
Okay,
not
well,
saying
well,
that makes
I don't
one
think-
thing
yeah,
go
well,
another.
first of all, yeah, I've heard of us talk about in certain rape scenes. Rape scenes doesn't mean gay. So.
Right, rape scenes mean that.
Well, no, he said raping guys.
Isn't
Though.
it? But
But
that's
that
an
masculinity
abuse
He
in
said
the-
Tupac
He
getting
said
raped
raping guy.
and then a guy getting
yeah,
raped.
but that's an abuse of power in jail. Rape is about power. It's not,
Not about
Well,
being
but the
gay.
thing
Hold
is-
on. I can get power a lot of ways besides raping.
That's
niggas.
you. But
That's
some
you,
people
but if
can't.
you're in jail for 20 years, that's how you get power over people all over you.
And that's
Well,
just
but-
general. That's what rape
no.
is
But the
about in
point
general.
is, the point
I'm gonna
is
tell you
that
right now, I'm getting a murder charge if it comes down to that.
they
You're
rape you.
already in there.
You're
Like-
already in there.
Yeah, I'm like, I'll cooperate with the rules of how y'all do the street rules and
Rape
everything.
is a part of the
But you're
culture
not gonna
of,
rape me.
of
Rape is a
prison.
part
If
of
you
the
rape
rules.
me,
Well, I didn't want to make this whole conversation
You
about the
gonna
rape
have
of
to
jail,
die.
but I'm
Yeah,
just
that's
saying a man getting raped. But I'm just saying it was just a lot of controversy. Like a lot of his movies,
Because black
he tried
men
to
don't want
enforce
to
that.
and think that they can be raped. Black men don't like to think about
So you think
that.
that's what he was trying to?
I
push?
think he's planting
He said,
the seed
he
of
said, I
something
like
that's
you.
real.
I want you.
I like you.
I saw Snowfall, and I
I'ma
saw
have
an
it.
episode where
You
this
was the
guy,
easy
they
way
had some people like
or the hard way?
hostage or something, and the big drug dealer dude came in and was like, "Tell us where the money is. Tell us where the money is." And he raped one of them. That black man. He raped.
That's
one
what I
of
was
the
talking about. That's what
I
I'm saying.
know
That's
what
the
you're
movie.
talking about.
So but you know, John Singleton
He gets
wrote that.
flack
He
for
put
that.
that together. And so ever since then, like that and the Tupac movie, he was getting a lot of flack from trying to enforce the whole
It's not
male rape
forcing.
situation.
It's being
Pun
real
intended,
about
right?
part
Right.
of that. Of that.
Trying to force it through.
No, I'm only saying that, and then if you're listening, you're a John Singleton fan. So am I.
He was
We are,
definitely
but we
a-
have to
Yeah.
report the news.
Now, this is the
we
thing.
have to report the
Think
news.
about this. Can this be true of me? I didn't like when I look at John Singleton. I never liked him. Like
Ooh.
I mean, I'm
When he looked,
rest
you
in peace.
mean, like-
Meaning him as a guy, like his personality. Nothing about him. He didn't really do a lot of interviews, and his personality wasn't really out there. I liked his movies, but it didn't make me a fan of him though. Even though he was creating them.
Well, he was the first black director to be nominated for an Academy Award.
That's true.
That's true.
Oh, okay, I'm with it.
Respect.
I mean, and it's
He
so
didn't
respect.
win. He was
But I'm saying
nominated.
like Spike Lee. Like I like Spike Lee, right? Because he has a personality, right?
His work
Quirky.
better than
John Singleton?
I would say yes.
They work together, but
Do the right thing. Jungle
Love
Fever.
and
She
basketball.
gotta
Yeah, you
have
don't
it.
want to see Spike Lee when Denzel was locked in the jail or whatever. The guy was locked in the jail. The Spike Lee got some heavy hitters.
She gotta have it.
I don't like. He's too heavy-handed with his message.
Malcolm X,
Too overly
Malcolm
dramatic.
X. Come on.
He's too.
Even in-
Spike Lee.
Yeah.
Here's
I
the
mean,
message.
but he had to make a name
Here
for
it
himself.
is.
He had to make
Don't
a name
miss
for
it.
He had to stand out.
He had to stand out. Yeah.
And that it's a little overkill sometimes.
A little bit sometimes.
I
But
agree
I
with
think
that.
it's a signature Spike Lee little thing.
Signature,
When you see
exactly.
That, you know it's
You
him.
know it's Spike.
Right.
So
I know
John
it's Spike
Singleton made
from trumpets.
I will give you this.
His
John
trumpets
Singleton
always playing
made
in the back.
better quality films.
cinematic.
Right?
Yeah,
Right.
his cinematography
Exactly.
was
He's
amazing.
definitely going to be missed.
He will.
He
He
will
definitely
be
will. He's
missed.
51 years old.
51
Very
is
young.
Shout out to John Singleton. He wasn't married. I was saying
John-
family.
He was
Was
married.
married.
Oh, he's married?
He had a daughter.
The funny thing is, if you remember Rosewood, the girl
It was a good movie.
the girl who was having an affair with John Voight in the movie, that was his wife at the time.
Oh, okay.
She's actually a
How do
princess.
you know that? But I'm with you though. Okay.
She's actually a princess from Ghana.
Oh,
Yeah, so
Wow.
he married into a African
yeah,
royalty.
man. And I'll say
Well,
this too,
now
man.
his wife is like Indian and black, and they
Yeah.
have like a 2-year-old son that I was just seeing some video of him just walking like two weeks ago. His little son.
wow.
So I
And-
know their family must be
and
really
and
devastated.
also, I'll say this, man, that he's 51 years old and died from a stroke.
Yeah.
That's the number one killer of black men. Strokes.
Oh, yeah.
I said that on the show before, which is sad because it's like they feel like we could really avoid it more. You know what I'm saying? We could
It's
avoid
preventable.
it. It's very preventable, right? And then he made it to the hospital, so he had the stroke in the hospital,
Oh,
which was
wow.
crazy to me. Like he had made it to the hospital. So I wonder if that was a little bit of malpractice.
No, it depends. It just varies. Like no,
Make it to the
it
hospital
varies.
and get fucked up.
Yeah, he was feeling bad. He went to the hospital. He was there for a day, and then
the severity varies. I'll say my mom had a stroke when she
very-
was visiting in I think in Ecuador, and she didn't get to the hospital for 5 days later, and that was 10 years ago.
Oh, and she's fine.
Well, she still has some repercussions. She couldn't use her left,
Yeah, my
left
dad had
side
a
for
stroke,
about
too.
3 years. She had it took about 3 years to regain the strength in her left arm, but like
Really?
it varies. It varies in the intensity.
But you know what?
of-
You
of-
know what I think? I'm starting to notice a lot of stuff.
Blood pressure bulb is.
If you look at, even if you go back, and I hate to do this, if you go back to what was P Diddy's wife, a baby mama named Kim Porter.
Kim Porter.
She had
A lot
pneumonia.
but the thing I'm saying, she went to the hospital. They sent her back. It's like they look at
Yeah.
you. They don't. It's like they almost don't recognize what you have. And like
Here's the thing.
tough. It's like it's a science. It's a science, but it's symptoms. You have to
But
recognize.
doctors
here,
don't be so careless though, man.
Here's
if
the
they're
thing.
careless, yes. If they deviate from the standard of care, then yes, that's what malpractice is. But they're very good fortune tellers. They know they can see the symptom and they think what it is, but so many things are the similar symptoms.
Yeah.
Then it makes it hard. So doctors have a very tough job.
Yeah, because you're
analyze
from
somebody.
any person, asthma or any little thing can deviate based on the particular person. I get that, man.
But
But I just feel like you're in the hospital, though. You know.
But just to piggyback off of Tito real quick, they're very good fortune tellers, doctors. They could tell for the most part but you have to consistently go. And in our community, it's unfortunate to say this, we don't always consistently go. So when we go and something's wrong, there's not a build-up of records or build-up of time over time where you can sit there and see.
Where they can look at charts and look at some graduals and trends.
Exactly.
Right?
My old man, he suffered from a stroke that pretty much, demobilized him and put him in a wheelchair.
Right, laid him out. Right.
And before that event, I'm just gonna keep real. His diet was poor.
Right.
He was a smoker.
Right.
He wasn't necessarily a heavy drinker, but all of those are factors that pay into that.
And wasn't probably trying to go to the doctor, no regular checkups and stuff.
A lot of black folks get too caught up in self-medicating.
Right.
And you can't go to the doctor.
I'm guilty.
You can't go to the doctor.
Get some banana alcohol. It worked for me.
You can't go to the doctor when the shit hits the fan.
Right.
You have to start going now.
You hear that? That's a good note. Anyway, salute moment go to the family of John Singleton, man. May you rest in peace.
On the pod,
We're praying for you. Yo, next in Hot Topics, of course, this week was with the season finale of, I don't think it was a season finale, I'm sorry, history, because it was the first black male marriage on TV, on national TV. Jamal got married, which is Jussie Smollett.
He's back?
He got married to a man?
He got married to his boyfriend on the show. It was a nice big wedding. Shaka Khan sung on the wedding. It was good, and but it made history because I say it was the first male on male black male, I think,
marriage.
Actually, first male on male. I could be wrong. I'm sorry.
You're wrong on that.
I think it's the first black male on male marriage on national TV.
On national TV, okay.
So, but I guess my question to you guys: have America forgiven Jussie?
No.
You don't think so?
I think they forgot.
No.
You think they forgot?
Yeah, I think you put it in the past. There's so many other things happening. You know what I'm saying? A couple of terror attacks, church caught on fire. a lot of stuff happens. You know what I'm saying? And we have short memories anyways in America. Like so much information through. So I think the presidential running is getting heated up. So people start.
It's so much. It's so many more important topics to focus on.
Exactly.
I mean, the Jussie Smollett stuff that was 2 months ago.
That a circuit court judge, I believe, a higher judge in Illinois has subpoenaed the district attorney.
To
question her.
Correct.
I mean, but I'm like, they only doing that because they're mad at Jussie. You know what I'm saying? It's like her whole point was, let's not treat him like we wouldn't do somebody else. If it's the same circumstances with somebody else, we would do the same thing. So it's like, we wouldn't even heard about it. You know what I'm saying?
So you think he should go ahead with his career and be okay?
Yeah, I think if they're going to dismiss the charges like that, what can you do?
Move on, yeah.
I think he should always try. He should always try to do it. If he can, he can. I mean, obviously Lee Daniels thinks he can, so he's letting him back on.
Yeah, most of the cast, they really fighting for him.
If he can, but I trust him as a person.
You wouldn't trust him as a person?
Oh, yeah,
but he has all the power.
No more.
He's all the power to go on and find his own career. I don't mind stopping him from that.
They're in the industry where they lie they're in the industry where they lie all the time.
Exactly.
I'm gonna keep. I mean,
so
it's gonna be it's nothing new. It's gonna be another scandal, another year, a couple of months. Let's just be honest.
Plus, they feel like they're a community, actors, so they taking care of this. And I would say this: it's a good business move to keep him on there because he was doing good for the show. So
exactly.
My thing is they can mess with him, but like you said, if I was a personal friend of his, I wouldn't really fool with him no more. I mean, I say what's up to him, but I wouldn't be hanging with him.
At this point, like we were saying earlier, it was 2 months ago, and there's other problems in the world that we got to worry about, other things,
Wow, I agree. Yeah. Anyway, congratulations to the married couple, I guess. Fake married couple, they did that thing. It was a great show, I think. It was because I haven't killed him, but unfortunately, the oldest brother is dying. He announced that he's dying on the show of cancer. It's like it's been a whole
On the show?
On the show, but not. So I guess they're killing him off.
Yeah, but so was what's gonna call it? So was Lyons. He was supposed to have died,
and he didn't die. You're right. So the father. So anyway,
it's another storyline.
I think that I'm looking forward to seeing next season because they did get picked up.
I stopped watching 3 seasons ago.
Well, yesterday's episode I missed a lot, but the last Wednesday's episode was pretty good. Moving on real quick. In news, of course, Meek Mills.
He called him Milk. Hold on, did he call him
Milky Mills?
Stop, man. Stop.
I'm a little tipsy. Y'all know I had like 4 Long Islands before I came here. Then I'm drinking this drink.
He called him Milk.
Meek Mills, of course. Him and your boy, they're back friends. Him and Drake are friends now, right?
They've been friends. Yeah.
But, they had little issues. The whole light and dark thing was a big thing. Anyway, so Meek was trying to go to the to the basketball game, but he got denied parole by that crazy woman. So everybody's thinking she's making it personal now. The judge.
I mean, that's what they got him out for in the first place, because she had unjustly, like, you know what I'm saying, she had went overboard with him, like leaned on him for what his violation, so.
Well, he's mad now because he tried on his parole. He was trying. Of course now he can't really leave where he at because he's still on parole. So he wanted to go to the basketball game.
Rocks game, right?
Because that was pretty big for him.
She
and
denied
Drake.
it.
She denied it, and she was like, "Hell no, you keep your black ass in Philly,
in Pennsylvania, right?"
And he was mad. And it's making media, and everybody thinking that she's just being really like petty now.
Well, this is true, but she has the power, though.
She has all power.
I say this.
He's not going to see fam. He's not going for a wedding.
That's
he's not going. He's not going for work.
But
I mean, he would have to like book a concert or something down there.
Well, no, not really. Because the judges do allow personal travel. That's not a problem. But he's violated parole a couple times. So he's like, no.
So my question is, in a situation like that, did he submit his? Do it sometimes.
She was like, pretty much like you said, it was he's not going there to make money or anything. She was just like, no, keep your black ass home.
Yeah.
So,
and you know what? It's just a lesson, man, to keep your nose clean, man, and stay out of people's way. Out of the courts. You know what I'm saying? It's easier to stay out. It all started. He was free to kind of roam as he was, even though he was on parole. He was free to roam before he's riding a dirt bike in New York. Now that was a minor offense, but it was still bad, illegal, because the police could arrest you for it. And once he got arrested, that was like a violation, right?
Correct. So you guys don't think she's been petty? You think she's just doing her job?
She's being petty within her right.
Yeah,
she's been petty within her right.
I agree.
Black people, we need judges. We need some young people to be.
Some of these black judges are tougher.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they trying to send a message, probably.
I know a couple in D.C. that do that.
Okay.
Oh, I'm with it. You're an attorney.
So Tito, you think it's the black females are tougher or the black males are tougher?
No comment. No comment on that.
He can't comment.
I'm with you. Off air.
We'll talk off air.
It all depends on the judge in particular.
Anyway,
I don't think one sex or the other is more.
Salute moment goes to your man Meek Mills. Hopefully you get to go to a game one day and get off this.
Man, but I ain't heard when Meek Mill got plenty of money. He got a hit
he
record.
Good.
Okay.
I'm not mad. I'm like, man,
you're not mad at him.
Right. Your troubles are not
he
that
ain't
bad.
Get to go to the back.
I don't give a fall. And I tell myself, man, you know what I'm saying? You got a better life than a lot of people, man. Like,
Exactly.
you have no.
He's
no.
good.
And I always say, I look in the mirror, I say, damn, everybody don't look this good. So I understand. So no, I'm just joking. Anyway,
no room to
complain. We're going to a quick break. What are we going to talk about when we come back, Tito, and legal?
We will talk about that when we get back.
And we will talk about in politics.
Oh man, it's a lot going on, but we'll get to it when we get back.
Oh Lord, you see how we
politicking.
They gonna mess up the church money.
Man,
Anyway, give us a call at 202.
We all got the same thing. Nothing.
656 1 bar. Salute. I need another goddamn drink. Bye.
I got nothing.
Yeah.
and listen.
You got things on your mind that worry you? Keep you awake?
No, I just don't sleep much.
You don't sleep?
I don't sleep. I don't sleep much. I don't sleep.
Boom, bap, rhythm, rap is baptism, and it might save souls if math finds on the track. The brass is in the pocket with the jazz and the hip-hop mash. You can't knock it, you can't stop it if you try to. If it died, don't sleep, revive it so it thrives through. And as long as we alive too. This is Michelin star in the kitchen, no drive-through, death flow chefing it, A1 prepping it. Tiff got a bottle on deck, most niggas can't question it. It's always raw, like the sun gon' shine, we just always are. Like y'all can't see what we always saw. We was never up close, we was always far. Now we almost here, neither here nor there. And niggas fear no man, nor fear no fear. I got no fucks left to give. One dream, gun too big, can't tuck in my G hustle, never touching a thing. And you wonder how I'm balancing weight with one beam. Ha. It's a mouse click. Southwich. Don't ever doubt this. They ain't about shit.
They call me the agent of change. Since I came in the game, I really came from slinging them things. I was spending on Jordan. The rest of my bread was for reing up and recording. Hotel rooms, copping fifths on the weekend. My classmates in baby pools, I'm swimming in deep ends. When sharks seen the gunfire spark from the barrel, like the cherry on the blunt to get designer apparel where they ante up. Yap that fool. Killer Mike type, better run them jewels. Spitting bars and hot boxing. Boys put money on my rhyme, so hot. Then a foot in the booth and a foot on the block. Then wisdom of the streets, don't sleep is now my option. Death on the left and Tiff on my right, and phonics on the beats is one hell of a night, huh?
What are you doing up? You've had a hard day.
Oh, I wish it were that easy. I don't sleep.
Ever?
It's really been a marathon, I'm tired. Filled with the nutrients, I'm on the spot. I can't help it, it's the way my mind's wired. I wonder why everybody turns to liars. Social celebrity is not longevity. You can't be mad at the youth, what weaponry you gave them for combat. The content enslaves them. You looking for Jesus, but you can really save them. And that shit is called each one, teach one. I stay woke, that's why they call us don't sleep, son. My whole life dedicated to enlightenment. Knowledge itself is the weapon that I'm fighting with. Because tough talk don't do shit. A loud mouth is how killers know you bitch, huh? Like money don't make you rich. It's a distraction, in fact, it might make you slip. Yeah, plug up the loop, chop the sam, chop the sam.
Each one I teach savages get dismantled.
You better not sleep.
The realest motherfucker. Knowledge reigns supreme, reigns supreme. We don't sleep, we don't sleep.
Don't even doze on it.
Knowledge,
wisdom, understanding is my ammo.
It ain't no shame in our king, we do our things, son.
Choose knowledge over ignorance. Choose life over death, yeah. I bless the mic for the gods. Those who test eternal rest. Choose knowledge over ignorance. Choose life over death, yeah. I bless the mic for the gods. Those who test eternal rest. Propaganda is what they throw. It ain't about privilege, it's about what you know. Black lives matter, hands up, don't shoot. What they saying when I take they loop, but keep launching. Anybody threaten mine will see darkness for eternity. That's why shit ain't concerning me. It's modernity with futuristic delivery. Open nostalgic beats, I write my own history. It's no mystery of so-called conspiracies. The middle fingers in your face, I see differently. Whatever the toilet, the shit still stinks to me. Whatever the race, the pussy still pink to me. I'm not a rapper, I'm an MC. My job is to move the crowd, as you can see. You identify with nations. My home is the earth, so good anywhere on anybody's turf, huh? Plug up the loop, chop the sam, chop the sam.
Each one I teach savages get dismantled.
You better not sleep.
The realest motherfucker. Knowledge reigns supreme, reigns supreme. We don't sleep, we don't sleep.
Don't even doze on it.
Knowledge, wisdom,
understanding.
Ain't no shame in our king, we do our things, son.
Choose knowledge over ignorance. Choose life over death, yeah. I bless the mic for the gods. Those who test eternal rest. Choose knowledge over ignorance. Choose life over death, yeah. I bless those who test eternal rest.
some rest.
Please don't say that. I don't sleep, brother. So you don't have to say, get some sleep.
Been thinking about that shit for like 6.5, 7 years. And I'm over that shit, man. Wrote him a time or two, a few that had me loving them. I took a day or two a week. I call it cuffing them. And nothing feed the ego more like people. Nothing set people back like pride doing fear. Sunset on a pier. Appearing to affection and be laughing at my letters. That bitchy with irrelevant. He revel by her caddies, then me relishing his presence. Assuming I'm the rest and I don't know what he be thinking. Be thinking that I'm stupid. My silence is a manuscript. I bet he courting chicks and be amused because her panty drip. I fell for it too. I only a little bigger. That's how I had to work. I leave and I ain't bitter. Well, just a little. I piddle in my fantasies and damn it be the ones that you love the most and trust that be showing you the truth. When they lying, it's enough that I told them I refuse. Bright as the stars, dark as the sky. Things change, I don't wanna know why. I put my heart on my sleeve and my soul I believe. And for sure you deceive, so for sure I'ma leave. Bright as the stars, dark as the sky. Things change, I don't wanna know why. I put my heart on my sleeve and my soul I believe. And for sure you deceive, so for sure I'ma leave. And it's enough that I told him I refuse to be slaughtered for his feast of the lust. And his greed it'll cost him to lose what a lot of brothers kill in the street for. The PU is power, have him handing over billfolds, build slow. Act as if our minds are in tune. The fact of the matter, I was only loving you. He was so caught up in his life, I presume it was a catch-22. I had a situation, required a little time, a whole lot of patience. I'm thinking he's him. So I was with him. I knew what I was facing. If you thought that I was faking, you.
All right.
Yo, welcome back to WLVS Radio. You're tuned into the open bar. Salute. Of course, we sipping on the what? Cranberry and vodka. Just a simple drink. Cranbach. I like that. Yo.
Waka.
He's rocking his shirt. I'm rocking his shirt. You can order these shirts online at Old Bar Tuesday at Dave got his. Put mine in a special place, y'all. See that?
Pause,
yeah,
man.
Special places. What in the world?
He's getting a tramp stamp.
It's gonna be somewhere special for me, people. For me, because I want to be tatted up when I go to DR.
You want to be tatted up?
They look just like
take me? Can you show me?
That is, dog. That's a
Can
Mitch.
you take me?
That's something. That's very Mitch.
No, I want one. Like I want like
Right.
a full body,
And it's
for,
really a
just
lot.
for that, just for my trip.
I'll
That's
send
some
you the
bitch like
Amazon
stuff.
link once I get Tito to send it to me.
Lord,
I gotta put it on.
Getting dumb, just bigger.
It lasts for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Like a
Yo,
sleeve.
why you tell me that?
but if you put it on,
so he
but if
can
you put it
front
on
like
wrong,
a motherfucker.
I'm here for
now.
you. I'm here
I'm
for
gonna
you.
do that in DR. When y'all see all my pictures from my DR trip,
Right. Hashtag.
it's gonna
Painted.
be
That's
like
it.
all of my whole
Hashtag
left side.
I would
I'ma
say,
do it too,
I would
Ron,
say
don't
this.
worry.
I would say this. I'm going down Baltimore. They have a tattoo convention in Baltimore.
Yes,
starting
this
Friday,
weekend.
I think, or Thursday.
Yeah,
Thursday
they do.
or Friday.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely going down. I'm gonna go through and get something.
Okay, I'm with
What you gonna get?
What time we going?
I think I'm gonna get my kids' names. Yeah,
You gonna fit?
small already.
You know their names. You know who they are.
I have my daughter's name on me already. I have her.
Okay, see, I don't have my kids' names though.
I-
Let me stop. I got my
my
daughter's
daughter's
name
name.
on me, but not her first name.
What's she got? So I've been. Well, she's dead now, but I shouldn't do it.
No.
Why?
It's just how I feel. It's unpopular, but it's just how I feel.
But I thought about it. I was gonna get her name here too.
What was her name gonna be?
Her name is Amor.
Amor. Okay.
Amor Joy.
More joy.
Okay.
So I was
I
gonna
guess
get
it could be a multifaceted one.
Lovejoy.
Rain.
That was her nickname for me. I called her Lovejoy.
Okay. No, that's actually
Already,
me.
you had a nickname
I know.
for
No,
the
her
baby.
name was Amor.
Amor, love.
But love
Joy.
means Amor means love in Spanish or
Yes.
French.
Yeah.
But her name was Amor. So, but my nickname for it would have been Lovejoy.
Lovejoy.
How do you
That still would have been her name.
How do you pronounce it? How do you pronounce it?
In a different language, right?
Amora.
Amor.
That's like saying Guillermo
Amor.
Smith is not Will
Amor
Smith.
Joy.
The same thing, right?
Her middle name was Joy.
Her middle name was Joy, so her name was Amor Joy, and so
Amor,
I would have
okay.
called her Love J. That's what I would have called her.
Man, I don't have any grandkids, man.
That's her name.
Do you want grandkids?
I don't actually. Not right now.
He said I don't.
Not right now. Okay. I like so good. Y'all doing well, man. Like keep it up. They working on a career, the money.
Dave said Dave Redbeard. He's angry, of course. He said too much. I don't know what that means.
Y'all telling them too much about what?
Hey,
we revealing too much.
You're not here.
Y'all should come down to this convention, man. We should
I'm
get
going
down
with
together,
you.
man.
I'm gonna get a
Down
tattoo.
in Baltimore this weekend.
I'm gonna get a tattoo too. Black ink crew did, I heard. Times. Anyway, I'm
Yeah.
I'm gonna open bar really all the way across here. I might do it across my That's too much.
Yeah, and you'll be no, definitely.
That's too
Just
much.
get
Do
your
that with the
10
temporary
tattoos.
tattoo. Yeah.
I can take my shirt off now. I can do that. And stop him.
That is not okay.
That's wild.
Dave said so hard. Anyway, yo, politics.
Oh man, we have 21 candidates. Democratic candidates running for the Democratic Party or for
That thing is
Republican.
kind of dumb.
Yeah.
Isn't that the definition of being divided? I mean, whatever.
The thing is, they're all progressive and pretty. Well, they're not all progressive, but the major front runners are progressive, and they're pretty much.
Most of them actually are progressive.
A lot of them have the same message, and it's. I mean, it's gonna obviously as the primaries progress forward, it's going to get weeded, but it's a lot. This is the most that is ever gone into a primary for a particular.
Watch the debate. And,
Complicates everything.
Well, Joe Biden announced his his candidacy.
that's a good thing. I think it's over there. They need to just shut it down and just let the man do his thing.
Joe Biden announced it, so we'll see how that goes.
And I feel like, honestly, for him and Bernie, I like both Joe and Bernie, but I feel like this is so old. And I don't think age should be an issue.
A lot of people do.
On one hand, I don't think age should be a issue because I think the experience is really good.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel as though because America is so built on optics, right? Versus Obama or Beto O'Rourke, it's like,
Well,
Here-
see, I think the Democratic Party has a split right now between the very progressive and the more centralists. And I think that Joe Biden represents more centrist, and the younger people down. Liberal, but the are also just liberal or even just as centrist. Like Beto O'Rourke is really more centrist than most.
Yeah.
And so is Pete Buttigieg.
What do y'all think about
Andrew Yang? He's new. That's really what I wanted to get at. That's what I wanted to get at. A lot of people, you got to look at it like this. Every president that has ever won has been able to some way, somehow identify with that segment of society and garnish those votes. So people was able to appeal to that segment of America that was long forgotten. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on. I'm with you, but I don't know if that's the full truth. I feel like the real honest truth is that the Trump presidency is more of an anti-Hillary.
Let me say this. I think he would, and I'm gonna tell you why. I think, and this is something that's really affecting the Democratic Party. Their policies are veering too far to the left and ignoring a lot of the people. A lot of people, West Virginia, like West Virginia, a lot of those people think differently than we do up here in the DMV.
I get that.
I
I
agree
get that.
with you.
If
But
you
Bernie,
are,
but
if,
Bernie was
Bernie was open. He was
legitimately.
I just think that Hillary.
he
Bernie would have been the president right now.
Here's the thing.
articulating policy for all
Here's the
these
thing.
people.
Here's the thing, y'all. Here's the thing that a lot of that y'all are ignoring. A lot of people are afraid of Bernie's policies, and that's just what it is.
Voted with Trump.
Were people they were
Bernie
brainwashed. They
Sanders
were
with socialism, and
But it was-
socialism is a dog.
Is a dog. It's
for-
see,
the
the
word
thing is-
socialism is a
Listen,
dog word
Conservatism.
outside of this region.
No, I hear what you're saying about that. It was articulating for all these people. People are afraid of when he talks about free college tuition and free
Free
medical care.
healthcare.
They are nervous about that, but that
All
wouldn't
right,
make
so-
them as
all right.
nervous as they were. People did not like the Clintons. They do not like the Clintons, yo. And what is that, yo, you are really not like you're popular, and that's probably what makes you popular. But you're not like.
But the sad part about politics is that it's not about being liked; it's who can do the best job, and she could. But because no one liked her, she couldn't get the
Bernie
vote.
would have did the best job. Hillary would have been more of a politician than Bernie. We got to get this money out of politics. We got to stop letting this control the narrative because people are losing in that. And Hillary
Yeah,
would have
but
went there and
that-
said
but
all the
that-
same things, Bernie.
but
But
that
when it
doesn't
went in there
resonate.
behind closed
I'm
doors,
not
And
just
then some
politician.
But
I'm
that
not
doesn't
just
resonate with the right. That has no resonation with the right.
or the middle.
About 30.
Hillary didn't either.
That right. And that's not necessarily true because she comes. Here's the thing. Here, hold on. She comes from a centrist background. She was able to kind of meet with them halfway. Now,
That's old.
not old enough. She was more able to identify with for a new
Listen, here's the thing. All you needed to win. If you look at the person by which Trump won the race, here go the numbers. Bottom line is, if the white women who were scattered for Hillary, who didn't ultimately vote for Hillary, they was like, I'm for Hillary.
Are we coming?
Formation.
Was a